Hello and welcome to Bay Funny Fortunes. I'm Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader. And I'm here today to do the general monthly reading for the month of June 2017 for the sign of Pisces. And I'm just getting my smudge up. I'm already burning my candle from intuitivecandles.com. And this week I'm burning Down by the Bay. They're 100% soy-based candles, not harmful to your health. When the wax melts down, you're left with a reveal of beautiful stones, minerals, gems, and they're gorgeous. And the candles smell beautiful. It's intuitivecandles.com. Give them a visit if you're so inclined. This is my smudge. For those of you not familiar with it, please Google smudging. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. This is fantastic. The last 2 or 3 smudges, I had to battle to get them to even light. Thank you to Sue Chisholm as well from Colorado. One of the viewers, she sent me a supply of Colorado Blue White Sage. Oh, amazing. Some of it's hanging up behind me here. I don't know if you can see or not. And this is for you, Pisces. We get those energies all straightened away here for a good reading. What do you say? There we go. All right. So now that we got all this smoke up and all this fire going everywhere, let's get the shuffle on the show here. All right. This is for, oh, the sign of Capricorn, or Pisces. Sorry, I just did Capricorn. So I make that happens. I'm still, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Fish, fish, fish. Messages for Pisces for this general monthly reading, June 2017. Pisces. Oh, that was quick. Alright, I guess these are your cards. When I finished and exhausted the messages from those cards, the 5-card spread, one significator will be pulled from the deck of tarot at the very end. Very first card, your overall energy, Pisces. The Queen of the Ocean, she represents abundance. What a great overall energy to have. Beautiful start to a reading. Let's hope it stays that way. 7 of Wands in your finances and wealth, endurance. Third card, your hearth, your home, anything to do with love in your heart. Knight of Pentacles, loyalty. Your challenges, the Star, hope. Challenges for June. And your message from Spirit, your final card, 9 of Wands. Defense. Wow. All right. So, we've got the Queen of the Ocean, Pisces. You know what? This can be you. You may recognize yourself in this card, in the energy that this card brings forth. This is the mother card of tarot. She brings a lot of happiness. She brings a lot of abundance. She's extremely emphatic. She brings and predicts, actually, contentment for some of you. This is a general reading. Some will apply to some of you, and some won't apply at all. Keep that in mind as we go along. She predicts contentment. Also, usually is associated with a loving partner as well, or makes a very loving partner. She's all about family. She's all about comfort. She's a lover of nature. She's a lover of the world. She's a lover of people. She feels everything from everybody because of her empathy. She's here to tell you that your needs at this time are going to be met, Pisces. I'm hearing, let it come to you. Just you don't have to do anything. Let it come to you. Everything is going to just come to you with no effort on your part at all. Not at this time anyway, which is wonderful for you. Money is going to flow again as well. things have been maybe a little more strapped than usual, a little more tight than usual, because you've been spending it almost as fast as it's being made. So, but that's about to slow down now. As you get more solid ground under your feet, things are calming down. So the bank account's going to start to flow again. Old feuds within family structure, within the hierarchy of the family. There have been some people on the outs, and maybe you yourself are included in part of that. These things that have been bothering you, you know, in the flow of your life within your family there's a blip here and there's a blip there. If you could just get rid of those blips, it'd be so perfect. Some of these things are going to lighten up. Some of them are going to just shrivel up and blow away, to be forgotten about. And that includes the hard feelings, the noses put out of joint, this kind of a thing. So the relationships are going to smooth over for you. It's a really great card for you today. Her energy is all about giving warmth, love, about all things that are good. This card also favors children and fertility. It brings emotional stability, spiritual growth, all the good things in life. She makes the perfect partner as well, and mother figure, of course. The advice of the card: now is the time to grow. Now's the time to evolve. Now's the time to invest and put a little bit more into your relationships right now. They're needing a bit of an injection of solidity. What's the word? Maybe it'll come to me. Almost, I just heard somebody's going to be renewing their vows, marital vows. I just heard that. That's for somebody out there. But you're evolving right now, and you do need to invest a little bit more into your relationships. That's for some of you. Your home and your spiritual practices as well need a little bit more attention at this time. Growth and nurturing, home, love, fertility, comfort, and generosity are the key words that go with this lady. Your finances and wealth: Seven of Wands, endurance. We're seeing endurance. Somebody's going to have to stand watch, you might say. That's what I'm hearing. Stand watch and not move. Glued to the spot. Nothing getting past you. Nothing. There could be a dispute over some boundary lines with some people, or property lines coming up very, very soon. So you must remain honest on all. If this is literal property lines or boundary lines, and you have the deed and it's showing the outline, show it for what it is. Always be on the keep your integrity in the situation. In other words, some of you may have somebody that is in direct resistance to any plans that you have right now. Somebody's just, there's always got to be something to keep things real. When you think you're onto something good, and then someone comes along and does one of these enough to annoy you, that's going to be going down for some of you. Feelings of defensiveness as well. I see somebody fighting for somebody else's rights, and it's over property lines. Maybe on the behalf of a group. I'm feeling like there's been a group of people using the certain property, and somebody else has come along and thrown a wrench in and says, none of you belong here, everybody get out. It's not yours. Somebody else, you step up and you're on the defense protecting these people and speaking on their behalf. Your advice of the card: make sure your communications are very, very clear at this time, so there's no misunderstandings and you're all on the same page. So once you all get on the same page, that's when negotiations can start. So you work through this befuddlement of property lines and what that encompasses. That's a strange one. Remain on moral grounds. Have the endurance to see this through to the end. Don't give up halfway through. That's the worst thing you could do. See it through to the very, very end. Have the courage to be strong. Don't be afraid to show that. You will meet with success. It'll be worth the anguish, the nerves, the frustrations. It'll all be worth it in the end. Your keywords are defense, resilience, protection, opposition, territory, force, and resistance. Yeah. Here's what's going on. Somebody's been using a property. There's been a group of people using a property. I don't know what it could be, a playground. It could be a building like a community center or something. And this is why this falls into your financial sector. This is for very few of you. Unless you scale it down into something smaller, then it could be for more of you. But what I see is almost like, what is the grandfather clause? Oh, Lord. What are they? My head's not working. But it's like having use of a property that nobody really owns. It's like a government grant, a government lease. I'm close. I can't think of the proper wording for it because I know people that have done this. 100-year lease kind of thing. And people have been using, maybe it's a campground. But lo and behold, somebody else is coming along and says, well, I'm buying it up. It's going to be mine. You all got to move. That's what I'm feeling, and I'm going to end that right there. So it all comes down to the financial realm on that. Okay, so your next card, your hearth and your homes, is the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. And he represents loyalty. So this energy, or sometimes this is, yes, this is an actual person. It's very, very slow and very, very steady. In your caution to plan your moves with care at this time as well within the family, within your home life. These are things that are going to affect you very, very deeply and very personally. This could be a man that somebody is meeting on the female end of the scale. You find that he's not very charming, but his loyalty and his trust is comparable to none. It's unbelievable. This guy sees things through the relationships, friendships, everything is seen through. This is a solid character, somebody you're going to need in your life. Maybe not romantically, but I see somebody leaning on this guy. He's going to be pivotal right now, coming up in your life, and very, very close. This person is very, very close. Everything this guy does, you can recognize him. Everybody takes him seriously. He won't win any congeniality awards because he's almost an A-type personality. Everything with him is almost black and white. He sees black and white. He doesn't see a lot of gray areas in his life. He certainly doesn't see any big bursts of color either. And he's very direct. And he can tell you your life's going to fall apart here in another day or so. Just let you know. No emotion involved. This guy's pretty cut and dry. But he's real smart. He's really intelligent. He's annoying. But you have to have him around. For some reason, this guy's going to be a lifeline for somebody out there. He also shows up as well. And if it's just your energy that is appearing, it appears to show a very good future. Great potential in the business world as well. In investments, in any projects that you're involved in, or projects that you get asked to come on board with, or any of your own projects as far as that goes. It's all good right across the board. And in property, when it comes to property, which could go back to the previous card, the endurance card, the Seven of Wands, there could be some overshadowing going on here. He shows really good potential. This is the guy that can come along and straighten this mess out. Lickety split. This guy knows his stuff in and out. And he's got a lot of respect in his field. A lot of respect. But he could straighten this out for anybody that's fighting and disputing ownership and territory. The card is also here to remind you right now. This is going on for a lot of the signs right now too. Now's the time to start planning for your long-term future and looking at investments and maybe setting up different financial savings accounts, something where your money's going to work for you, not you work for your money, and all the money is for down the road, the bigger picture of your life, Now's the time to do that. The advice is that, blood, sweat, and tears and the hard graft of anything, it's not exciting at all. But you know what? When you go back through and you're going, I see some of you going back through plans for the future and giving everything's on hard copy. And you've put in all the elbow grease and all the pencil work, and you're giving it one last go over for all those little details. And it's going to be time consuming, but your intuition is telling you to do that, to get back over it again, go through it with a fine tooth comb. It is tedious as hell. I feel tediousness, like, oh my God, I just want this over with. How much longer does this have to go on? Do I have to do this? Here's the thing, in the bigger picture, a little bit down the road, we're talking a couple of weeks post this planning for you, that it's going to pay off, and you'll be glad that you did. Muddle through. Don't take any shortcuts. There's the big message coming through there. Your keywords are order and planning, trust, work, property, investments. Lots of stuff going on. Here's your challenges. It's not the first time she's fallen into this spot either through these monthly ratings for June. It's a star. And she represents hope. Okay. Here's the thing. What this card is here for is to acknowledge that you've just come through some very hard times. For some of you, it has been deep, deep heartache. There's been a lot of that going on in the past month or so. It's just been almost like an epidemic of people breaking up and separating, the broken hearts. Everybody's walking around like one big hurting unit. But there's been conflict, but there's also been lessons learned. Hard times for some of you. But now, she is showing up to show you have reason to have hope again. Some of you have gone through all the motions of grief, rejection, and all that encompasses. And now you're coming out the other end. Now you're coming out and you're taking the breath. Okay, I just lived through that. I don't know how I got through it. It was one of my greatest fears. But here I am. Here I am, baby. I'm still standing. And I'm ready to pick up and carry on. Very strong in that way. Feelings of hope that are resurging within you. To help yourself along in that department for those dark days and those dark moments, you need to trust more in the universe. I'm getting a lot of that with a lot of the signs as well. People forget about the Creator and about the universe and all the power that goes hand in hand with all of that. And the card keeps showing up to remind people you're not alone. You need to put your trust back into the universe. Leave when the problems are bigger than you and you're overwhelmed and you say, I can't handle this. Just say, okay, that's it. I'm leaving it in the hands of the universe and I'm just going to letting go. And I'm going to trust. It doesn't take a lot. Faith of a mustard seed is enough to get you over that. This card showing up is beautiful because it reveals a lot of growth. For some of you, there's healing from the past that's occurring, and you're finally coming out the other end there, and you're still in one piece. Lo and behold. Some of you are having a feeling of, there's a knowing, there's going to be a better future in store for you that's going to be whole and it's going to be complete. You'll be fulfilled in your future. This card is here to tell you that everything's going to be just fine. That's the final outcome on that card. That you need to believe. There's your challenges. It's getting your faith back where it was. Believe. Have hope. As long as you have hope, it's something some people will call hope. They call it false encouragement. Or I don't at all. I'm the eternal optimist. If I give up on hope, I've got nothing. And I mean nothing. Might as well just lay down and die. Got to hold on to hope for better, and it does get better. Maybe not overnight, maybe not one big wave coming at once, but in little aspects, you soon find yourself feeling good and happy to be alive again. It is going to come for you. Everything's going to be fine. You are going to be fine, especially those that have come through really, really difficult times. The advice of the card: follow your heart. Trust your inner knowing. Trust that the universe is going to take care of you and bring you what you need as you need it. It will protect you and guide you. Your keywords are creativity, dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and beautiful, beautiful wishes at this time. Just have faith and believe. 9 of Wands, defense is your message from Spirit. Okay? This card is showing up. It shows that you've been exerting yourself. Well, yes, I could see that in the cards. There's so much effort going into everything. You're feeling protective over your job. This is for some of you. It's a general reading. Protective over property. That comes up again. And defending your actions. And I hear somebody saying, if I had to go through it all over again, I'd do the same thing all over again. I'm not sorry for what I did. And I stand behind what I said. I stand behind what I've done. And you're going to be feeling the need of that. This is all stuff coming right out of your recent past, by the way, that somebody's going to drag out, try to throw at you. You were never embarrassed or ashamed or uncomfortable about this situation. And your comebacks are going to be good, strong, and ending. You're going to place this person right where they belong and show them that you're standing your ground and you're not sorry for anything. Sorry if they don't agree to it, but you did what you did. It is what it is. End of. So that's going to irk you. And for some of you, that's going to make you angry. Some of you are going to have to learn to let go, even though there's going to always, because there's always going to be people coming in, not on that particular thing, whatever that was a minute ago, but other areas of your life. You're always going to have naysayers. You're always going to have the negative people. You're always going to have, so, you don't have to be so diligent all the time is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling for you. And you've got to ask yourself with the diligence, is this out of habit or is this a free choice? Well, I choose to be that diligent, or I must. I have to. I can't let go. I can't stop watching over it. I can't stop babying and caring for it. You have to ask yourself that you don't want to be trapped by your own will. We can't trap ourselves at times. We end up being our own worst enemy and cutting ourselves short of a lot of things due to fear. The advice of the card is you need to protect what is yours right now. Then you go ahead, if you feel that way, then go ahead and put the protection into place. But you need to free up your thinking. Don't become anal. Don't become rigid. Don't become somebody with tunnel vision that only sees things one way. That's the worst thing that you can do. You need to free up some mental space to allow for change, for freshness, for new ideas, for your future, for things that are unknown, and room for all the newness to come back in again. Your keywords are determination, sacrifices, challenges, hard work, protection, rigidity, and fear. Those are the red flags coming up for you. Okay, so now we're going to jump right into our significator for this 5-card spread. Boys, I tell you, the readings have been busy. And I mean active-wise. Like that one there felt like there was a lot of activity. I just heard rolling over, turning over. People turning over. A lot of people rolling over. Whatever that means. I don't know. I hear things, I go with it. It usually makes sense to somebody out there. So I'm never surprised when I'm reviewing the comments left on the videos when I see a lot of people saying that was me. I know what that meant. I love when I read that. I just love when people say, that was me. You know, sometimes people, I know they're crying, and I'll say somebody's crying as they're watching this video. They're curled up on their couch and they're weeping. You know, and more than once people have said, that was me. You were talking to me. It's amazing. Oh, is this it? Oh, it's not, eh? Oh, you're going to be a real troublemaker. Isn't that awful? Come on in. Come on. Oh, for heaven's sakes, go. don't want to be too rough with them because it wears them out. All right, one more time. One significator for this reading for Pisces. There we go. There. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. This is it. Beautiful. Oh, you gotta love this card, guys. Look at the eyes on these. Look at these creatures. The Chariot. It's all about movement. Check the eyes out. The color of their eyes are just to me. I love the card. I love the artwork in these cards. They're fantastic. The Chariot. All about fast-forward movement, excitement, initiative. Can't wait to get started. That kind of a thing going on here with the Chariot. It's wonderful. It's just beautiful. Ego's always brought to mind with Chariot as well. You have to watch your ego. But it's a beautiful card to have if used properly. I've overlooked it somehow. Where did my... It is the Chariot. I've got the right book. Where the hell is it? My eyes might be getting tired. I'm not seeing it. Isn't that strange? There it is. Kind of blending in. It came upright as well. At least it wasn't reversed, because there is a reverse on this. This card, when it shows up, it symbolizes struggle and triumph. Did you hear that? Against all odds. Wow. My favorite saying is, some things in life may seem improbable to ever happen. Like that's never, that could never. Nothing in this world is impossible. You remember that. That's very important. But triumph against all odds. Prestige. Prestige is coming to the forefront as well. Self-control. Drive and willpower. Focus and bravado. These are the things that imply mastery, conquest, and triumph. So after that long, hard reading, and those of you going through, I just heard somebody go, whoever that was, a feeling of relief, catching second wind. It's all going to work out. This is for those of you going through the worst of the worst right now. Take faith. You want me to read it again? I'll read it again. This card symbolizes struggle and triumph against all odds. Prestige, self-control, drive, willpower, focus, and bravado. It implies mastery, conquest, and triumph. You have reason to celebrate. Just hold on till you get through the rough part. You'll make it. You will. You'll make it. I know you will, because I feel it. I'm not saying that to be nice. Or to make you feel so much better about the reading. I really feel like you are going to work your way through this, and it's all going to be for good in the end. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it resonated with you, and I hope you took something good from it. I hope it helped you to grow a little bit more, or maybe to give you food for thought, so you stop and think about things and re-examine some things in your life. Thank you very much to all the subscribers here on YouTube. Every one of you, I can't possibly thank the thousands of people, but I thank you all collectively. That's the best that I can do. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And to single out my subs that are in the Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes there, which are all welcome to come and join us there. It's a great group. We're all like-minded individuals, and everybody gets along fine. It's a beautiful place to be. I'm very, very proud of it, and them especially. Also, if you like this reading and you wanted a private reading, it's something specific for you, I offer the service for that. Information is found down below this video window. Please read through once under the More section, and just ship me off an email. My email is right there. I use it for everything. You can also find Bay of Fundy Fortunes not only on Facebook, not on YouTube, but you can find us on Blogspot, on Google, and Twitter as well. And for now, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to wish you all the very, very best for the month of June. Bring everything that you can that's wonderful out of it. For those that are facing adversity, hold on. You will get through. July is probably going to be somewhat better. You can start to reap and see the benefits of the hell that you're going through right now. For some of you, it is bad. But you can always find me right here if you're looking for me, or down below, walking on the beach along the water's edge that hold the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful, bountiful Bay of Fundy. And you can always find me there or here because I'm a high tide junkie. I'm always waiting on the next high tide. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you back next week when we start the weeklies and see how the month unfolds as we go along. Thank you very much and have a good month. Bye-bye.